Buckle up, because tonight we're diving into 6 spine-chilling true stories of creepy encounters on the open road. Picture this: 1970s rural Pennsylvania. A lone truck driver sees a young woman by the side of the road. She climbs in, gives the driver an address, and for a while it's just another lonely stretch of highway. But something's off. The woman, she doesn't talk much. When she does, her voice is distant, like a radio signal barely breaking through the static. They pull up to the address she gave, a rundown farmhouse barely lit by the moon. She turns to him, a faint smile on her lips, and then, gone. The driver, shaken, rushes to the farmhouse, bangs on the door. An old woman answers, eyes wide with fear. "You've seen her, haven't you?" she whispers. "That's my daughter. She died years ago, right where you picked her up." They call it the Devil's Highway for a reason. Route 666, now Route 491, cuts through the heart of the American Southwest. Drivers tell the same tale. A phantom truck, black as midnight, appearing out of thin air in your rear view. It rides your bumper, engine roaring like a demon, headlights blinding you. You try to swerve to outrun it, but it moves with unnatural speed. It's right there, a hair's breadth away, and then gone. Some say it's the spirit of a vengeful trucker lost on these roads long ago. On Route 666, you're never truly alone. Imagine you're on a cross-country road trip miles from civilization. It's late, you're exhausted, and the only light comes from the flickering neon sign of a deserted rest stop. Inside the restroom, the air is thick with the smell of stale bleach and something else, something you can't quite place. You try to ignore the prickling sensation on the back of your neck, the feeling that you're being watched. As you wash your hands, you catch a glimpse of it in the reflection. A shadowy figure standing in the doorway. You whirl around, heart pounding, but there's nothing there. Shaking it off as fatigue, you hurry back to your car, but as you reach for the door handle, you see it again. The figure standing by your car, shrouded in darkness. You dive into your car, slam the door, and speed away.
The Arizona desert at night, a vast, unforgiving landscape where the stars seem close enough to touch. A young couple is driving, music playing softly, when a strange light appears in the distance. It's not a star, not a plane. It's something else entirely. Intrigued, they drive towards it, the light growing brighter, casting an eerie glow on the desolate landscape. They talk about pulling over, about turning back, but something compels them forward. And then, nothing. The next thing they remember, it's hours later. They're miles down the road, the light is gone, and they have no recollection of how they got there. In the weeks that follow, they're plagued by nightmares, shadowy figures, cold, metallic rooms, the feeling of being watched by unseen eyes.
Imagine the loneliness of a trucker's life, the endless miles, the truck stop diners. Now picture this, a remote truck stop in Tennessee, shrouded in darkness. A trucker, weary from a long haul, hears a child's cries echoing through the night. He can't ignore it. He grabs his flashlight, steps out into the darkness, following the sound of the cries deeper and deeper into the woods. The cries grow louder, more frantic, urging him forward. But something's not right. He hears rustling in the underbrush, sees shadows moving at the edge of his flashlight beam. The hairs on the back of his neck stand on end. This is no lost child. This is a trap. He turns and runs back to his truck, the feeling of being stalked clinging to him like a shroud.
New Mexico, the land of enchantment, they call it. But some encounters are less about enchantment and more about pure terror. A lone driver, cruising down a desolate highway, sees a figure standing on an overpass. It's a woman, bathed in the pale moonlight, her long hair obscuring her face. As he drives beneath the overpass, he risks a glance in his rearview mirror, and that's when he sees it. The woman. She's no longer on the overpass. She's standing in the middle of the road, right behind his car. He slams on the brakes, heart pounding in his chest, but when he looks back, she's gone. Other drivers report similar encounters. The woman on the overpass, her chilling gaze, the sudden appearance in the road.
These stories remind us that the open road holds more than just the promise of adventure. Sometimes it harbors the unknown, the eerie and the inexplicable. Drive safe and keep your eyes open. You never know what you might encounter. So the next time you're driving late at night, remember these stories. Keep your doors locked, your eyes on the road, and maybe, just maybe, whatever lurks in the shadows will stay hidden.